Yeah. Then maybe you can go to the chat. Can I see?
Mm-hmm.
Oops.
Sweet. Sweet baby. All right. Give it a few minutes. We're recording over there?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So we should be live. You guys should be able to see us. And if you can't, then I guess you won't be able to see us.
You should let us know.
You
if you
should let us
can't,
know if you
please.
can't hear us. If you can't hear us, and any questions that you guys have, we are going to pour in today and do a live Q&A. Ask anything to either myself, to Jen, to us as a couple, for real estate, for credit, for travel hacking, for business, whatever, whether it's fixing credit, boosting your score to the 800 club, and so forth. You let us know any questions that you have. We want to be able to best serve you and set you up for tremendous success. So excited to be with you guys here today.
And just a reminder, if you guys don't know already, well, of course, this is Brandon Elliott, my husband, and also the founder of Credit Counsel Elite. And then also my name is Jennifer Elliott, also the co-founder of Credit Counsel Elite. And we've been doing this for how long?
This?
Yes.
Or Credit Counsel Elite?
Both. Just really quick, just to remind anybody that's new that's jumping in.
Yeah, so this has been a little over 10 years.
I threw him off.
Threw him off. And then Credit Counsel Elite, we started in 2017. And we've helped out a little over 4,000 members thus far. So we're super blessed and grateful for that. It's really just the beginning. That's what it feels like. It feels like the absolute beginning. Not like elementary, but like we actually have a business now. Like we actually know how to serve people to the fullest capacity. Not that we didn't in the past, because we definitely have something that stands out that can impact people to the highest degree. And we've known that for a very long time because results matter, and that's what we've seen. But um, at the end of the day, seeing the tools, the communication, the breakthroughs that we're receiving lately, and the community as it's building and really helping out more people, that has been just a forward type of approach that we're seeing like ongoing, and it's starting to crush it. So we're excited for that.
Yeah,
Super excited.
That's how you know where we match it up.
Oh,
So just want to say thank you so much for sending in your questions, and apologize if we didn't get to your question. Just know that it's in our list, and we're going to do our best to get to all of them.
yeah.
So thank you for turning those in. So
The reason we're doing this is we've had so many questions come in, so many. And so because we've had a lot of these questions come in, and we're trying to figure out how do we serve so many people, and instead of just doing one-off messages back, because there were a few messages out there that were like duplicates in just different words, different sentences. So we figured come with us, join us live, have fun, interact with us. Let's answer any questions that you do have. But also, we compiled with our team a huge list of common questions that we see out there frequently, and we want to be able to serve you to the highest capacity. So, what does that look like? Does it say some of the names?
Doesn't say
No.
the names.
Okay.
However, you just know that it's you. It's you.
If it's you, it's you.
If it's you, I mean, you know, you know.
You know.
The first question is, what's the one thing you wish you knew before starting to use credit to invest in real estate? Let me say that again. What's the one thing you wish you knew before starting to use credit to invest in real estate?
Well, I use credit the right way at first, but meaning I used it for getting high limit credit cards. I purchased the property with it. I put the renovation cost to it. The biggest and the one and only mistake that I really made here was that component of paying the contractors. I didn't pay them with the credit card. I used the funds from the credit card, but I liquidated the cards from cash, like cards to cash,
Mm-hmm.
and then I paid the contractor. And that was a huge, huge mistake that I quickly realized. And nowadays, I always just pay the contractors with credit cards, like no ifs, ands, or buts. That's how I pay them.
Yeah, that's really good. Um,
A lot of people don't even realize that that's even a possibility, but it is.
mhm.
And you want to deal with contractors that take credit cards. And if they don't, educate them, teach them to be able to take them because you can get protection, you can get points and free vacations and so much more. And if you don't have that, my biggest mistake off that first property, it took 1 year, five contractors later. I made all the exceptions, even though I had the knowledge from books, podcasts, YouTube. I didn't have mentors back then, but I had all the others. And my biggest mistake is that I made an exception for paying with credit cards, but used it in cash. And that doesn't give you the same protection.
Mm. So when did you realize that you could leverage to fund the deals and scale faster with credit?
I realized that at a very young age. It was back in 2011. I started realizing that I wanted to do this real estate thing, but and I grew up American poor. Like I didn't have any money or cash or friends or family. I didn't think anybody would lend me money, so that wasn't even an opportunity. It wasn't a thought that came to mind ever. And so therefore, the only thing that did come to mind was like the banks. But
Mm.
because the banks, I tried getting a loan from them mistakenly. I didn't even know what that was at the time, like a mortgage. I just said I wanted to get a real estate. They hooked me up with a lender, and they quickly denied me, saying like, "Dude, you work at restaurants. You know, you collect tips under the table. Like, you don't make enough." So that didn't help out. But when I started looking at some of my credit cards, I was doing all the right things by asking credit limit increases, using my cards, paying it off at the end of the day. And what that allowed to take place is credit limit increases, very high 60, 70, 80K limits on just one or two cards and per card. And that started, opening up some ideas because I would get those offers in the mail for balance transfers or cash advance at the promotional rate of 0% interest. And I was like, what is this? And how can I actually put it to work? And
Mm.
so that's how the idea started planning for me.
That's so awesome. This is kind of leading into it's another good question. How can someone start building business credit without feeling overwhelmed? How can someone start building business credit without feeling overwhelmed?
Yeah, mentorship, guidance, coaching, like our program, Credit Counseling Elite, it's not easy by any means, but it is systemized
Hmm.
because we give, and that's how a majority of our members are getting incredible results. On our average is 370,000. It's for the simple fact that a lot of our team is involved in it.
Yeah.
It's not a do it for you service because that would be a disservice, but it is an opportunity where we can teach and give the accountability and guidance that they need because it's their first time doing it. So you need, it's
Hmm.
overwhelming doing it first time for anything. And so we have 29 employees and we partner you with an accountability coach, a member success manager, director of fulfillment. Like we
Mm.
have a whole team to support you alongside with me. We have Monday, Thursday group calls as well as Saturday group calls that are like an hour to 2 hours long where we deep dive into the content. We even have one-on-one calls that you can get as many times as you need. And so that's where like we can simplify the process,
Hmm.
make something that is naturally very complicated if you're doing it on your own,
Yeah.
make it very simplified.
Then that's huge. That's really what sets us apart. And one of the things he said in there was about overthinking. If there's somebody out there who's like overthinking on, whether it's maybe it's they're trying to plan everything, set their what is it, duck straight or
Yeah.
egg straight before they start jumping into it. Can you speak into that? Speaking life into someone who's just like wanting to over execute by like overthinking, over planning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, anybody that over complicates it, it's like you're
Hmm.
never gonna have it all perfect.
Yeah.
Ed Milet, one of our mentors in the past, he ended up stating that you don't need to reinvent the wheel. There's so much stuff that's already been there
Yeah.
and been set up for our success. Just follow somebody else that's been there and done it already. They'll
Hmm.
save you years of trial and error, time wasted, like the frustration behind it. You will save money, you will make money in the longevity of things a heck of a lot faster versus taking the stairs, walking up yourself, and taking,
Hmm.
against avalanches basically, versus taking the elevator and just shooting up to the top.
Yeah. And I've been listening to this podcast right now and just getting like, you're constantly growing no matter what level you're in. Personal development is a continuous thing. And that's something that we not only preach about, but we also walk our talk.
Hmm.
And when it comes to, you're never regretting about things that you did, you're regretting things that you didn't do. And so that's something important to keep in mind about the overthinking. You rather just do it and learn from it than rather not do it at all and wish you had the courage to actually get into it. So this actually aligns really well with the next question is why do you still stick with real estate and credit when it's tough? I'm sorry, hold on. Why do you still stick with real estate and credit even when it's tough?
Hmm. I guess what's tough about it is the
Yeah.
first question that I would ask.
Mm-hmm.
As far as like people overcomplicate it if they've never done it before,
Mm-hmm.
or if they see other people failing out there and they're like, well, they failed, it's horrible, I don't want to unclog toilets. It's really not that complicated when you get the right education behind it and you have the right strategy going into it. Like when you've heard the saying that when you buy a property, you know if you've made money or not. Like right the moment you buy, you know if it's a winner or not. And so there's opportunities there when it comes down to the numbers, the due diligence, the opportunity cost. Most people fail in real estate, in my opinion, because most people feel most people fail in real estate when they don't have the strategy and they don't know what the next move is. And so they have
Mm-hmm.
plan A. When plan A fails, they go to not B, C, or D. They jump to plan Z right away. And they're like, fire sale, take a loss, bankruptcy. Like, it's like, geez, like
Wow.
you don't know all these other tools and opportunities that you're missing out on that you could have capitalized off of.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's a big issue.
Yeah, talk about like, okay, well, when it comes to the credit side, how did that give you the flexibility for like cash flow when deals got tight or when deals like fall through?
Deals fall through. It's always been a blessing when they fall through because there was
Mm-hmm.
actually something that came up. If we had one opportunity that we went down, do you remember this? We went down
Mm-hmm.
to Hawaii, and it was one of our first times for me going to Hawaii. You've been there before, but I was going to Hawaii for the first time. We got this what felt like an incredible opportunity.
Yeah.
It was referred over. It seemed like great numbers. It was our next deal that we really wanted to get into very bad. We were like itching to do it. And what it turned into was some scandalous type of agents that we were working with, and the numbers were
Mm-hmm.
tighter than we would like. And there was just some pieces to it. Like it was a big home. There was a lot that could go wrong
Mm-hmm.
and some issues. And the number one thing that was eye opening to me right after, and
Mm-hmm.
we identified it was a blessing, but at the time I was frustrated from it. Was my private money lender that we were used to using?
Mm-hmm.
They ended up saying no on the deal. I'm like, why are you saying no? Like we do deals all the time. The
Mm-hmm.
last one I made a boatload of money. The time before that I made a lot of money.
They rarely say no.
They never say no.
Yeah.
That was our first time denying me, and I was
Yeah.
like, "What's up with that? You guys are that sucks."
Yeah.
But it was too tight for them, and that was an eye opener to me
Mm-hmm.
because it started showing me like, man, it was actually tight for them. It would have been really tight for me if they're not willing to lend on it, and they believe in me, they trust me,
Mm-hmm.
but they're not in it as an emotional thing. They're looking at it as a number thing. And so, and I talked to the owner and all this other like pieces to it, and there were still issues. So I was like, that was actually a savings of by almost using your hard money lenders as a mentor.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah. Anything that you would say for that? For anything real estate related? Why?
Just to add on that is like, uh, no matter how much like you want something, God is gonna show up in ways that to close that door is another door open. Because after that, I mean, we got another deal
Yeah.
anyways, and
Way better deal.
yeah, way better deal and not sketchy. It was I think I know what property you're talking about. We're not gonna say it on here, but I think
Yeah.
I know what property you're talking about. And so again, when the door closes, another door will open. I know it sounds cliche, but it's very true.
Yep.
And don't beat yourself up for it either. You just take it as a learning and you saved a lot of money from it and move on to the next.
Yep.
I think a lot of people sometimes get stuck into like not getting what they want. And so like that either gets dragged on to the next thing. So you don't need to drag that on. So anyway,
Good.
the last thing I would add onto there. Next question. I like this one. How did you fix your biggest frustration with credit card approvals?
How did I fix my biggest frustration with credit card approvals?
Mm-hmm.
I learned how the banks were judging me and the rules to the game,
Mm-hmm.
and I started playing their game. I started saying the right things. I started improving my credit profile, but not just focusing on the credit profile, but also fixing the bank relationship, like improving that bank relationship, setting it up for success, saying all the right things, using a business bank relationship
Mm-hmm.
manager. Like there's 45 different metrics to the game, the rules, if you will, to the game. And so if you don't understand those rules, then you're going to be stuck in this rat race of frustration because you
Mm-hmm.
don't know the rules. You're stuck. You're
Yeah.
screwed. And so we started putting ourselves in the bank's shoes and started like quizzing them and identifying that they are judging us with these different metrics. And once we
Yeah.
understood that, then we started winning at it.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we get up to 90% approval odds. It's yeah, that's the biggest fix there, if you will.
And I want to add in there, you and us, we didn't know how to play the games. We weren't taught to play the game correctly, so which is why we lose at it. However,
Yeah.
once you learn the game and understand how to really capitalize from it,
Mm-hmm.
then you totally can. I wanted to add in another thing about because there's members that come in that I either already started to apply for credit cards
Yeah.
and they,
Excited.
found excited, but they found us and they realized, oh shoot, I'm a ticking. First of all, there's two
Ticking
parts of
time
it.
bomb behind
Ticking
it.
time bomb behind it because there's a formula to like if you're gonna apply for XYZ, then you need to do ABC, whatever. But then another thing is that they come in and several members of this where they were denied and then we were able to minister to them, coach them to be able to get reapproved again, and
Mm-hmm.
there's like certain things to it.
Yeah.
And so don't think that because you got denied the first time that that's just going to be the only answer. And that's like with anything in life, the first time you get denied doesn't mean that's it. The person that actually keeps fighting, it's kind of like you fight for the guy or the girl, right? And that person is going to get it. Now if you have coaching and strategy behind it, then oh my goodness, boom, you're going to get it.
Mm-hmm.
So just wanted to throw that in there. So depending on like whatever you're frustrated with, there is something to it that can get you through it.
Mm-hmm. Good.
So okay. Oh, what's the checklist?
Also,
Oh,
if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them. Let
oh
us know.
yes.
Any questions live, let us know. What's this next one?
Okay, this one is what's the checklist you follow for perfect 0% funding every time?
The checklist.
As I was like, wow, that is a lot to dump in. I don't think we have enough
All
time.
right, let me break down at a 30,000 foot view.
Yeah.
It is a four-step process. Four-step process.
Mm-hmm.
This is the easiest way to simplify it. Four-step process is this. It's the foundation, number one. It's the fix, it's the build, it's the leverage. Number one, the foundation, it's understanding the rules to the game. It's 45 metrics to the rules. You got to understand that. If you don't understand that, you're screwed. It's very, very important. And then the six boxes that make up your credit profile. Just because it wasn't taught in school, because it wasn't taught at the dinner table growing up,
Mm-hmm.
doesn't mean that it's your fault, but it is your problem. And the sooner that you acknowledge and realize that, the more opportunity you'll have to actually correct that.
Yeah.
So once you dial in that foundation piece, then the fix piece of it. Everybody's got to go through fixing. I don't care if you're in the 700 club, the 800 club, the 300 club. The difference is if you are below 700s, you know you got to do some fixing. You know it. It's not an aha moment. Like you probably know this, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you're 700s and above, you're probably thinking, Brandon, I don't need any fixing. And the The truth behind it is that you do. The good news is, however, it's going to take 5 minutes of your time on each bureau, cleaning out the old, outdated information, hard
Mhm.
inquiries that may not be attached because you don't have any late payments, collections, or derogatory remarks. So you can do that on the three bureaus: TransUnion, Equifax, Experian. 5 minutes of your time. Later that day, you'll see it cleaned up, and then you can move on to boosting your score to the 800 club. So anybody and everybody, like we can show you step by step, guaranteed how to do this, showing you how to do it after the fixing is done within 30 days or less, guaranteed. There's power behind that. So
Mhm.
when you learn how to get to the 800 club, it's not just about your FICO score, but
Yeah.
it's about getting the bank relationships, right? It's about the three pieces here. It's the the six boxes, the
Mhm.
45 metrics, the rules to the game. It's about the bank relationship.
Yeah.
And then lastly, it's about what you say on these applications. That's how we position ourselves to do the mass apply. And a
Mhm.
mass apply is simply an application sequence. When done correctly, you can get up to 90% approval odds with the best terms and conditions, the highest limits possible. And you can do that over about a 30-day time frame. That's business credit, personal credit, and then after that, you're going to leverage it. That's when we'll show you how to liquidate all those cards and lines of credit into cash.
Mm.
Okay, so any financial products that these banks and lenders offer you, we can show you how to turn it into cash, get the highest limits and best approval odds, best terms and conditions. When you get all that cash, then it's like infinite banking structures, become your own bank, life insurance, bookkeeping, tax filing, tax preparation, trust set up, because it's not so much, it is about making money, but it's also about saving money at that
Mhm.
point.
Mhm.
Liability standpoints, the IRS, like not giving all your hard earned money, 50% of it to the government. And we have business opportunities, investment opportunities, like investing in real estate with us, and so much more. Um, and then travel hacking, that's kind of just like a cherry on the top
I
because
was
my,
gonna add that. I was like, I hope
it's
he says travel hacking because let me tell you,
yeah.
as a wife, if you're listening to it as a hubby and you're thinking, oh man, should I really jump in? Well, let me tell you, as a wife, I am so grateful that Brandon geeked out on credit because it not only changed our life, we got to experience the world. We've gone to so many different countries.
Got a
And
bunch more coming up too.
yeah,
It's a lot of fun.
super excited, like Dubai, Ireland, Italy. And that's really because we utilize credit in the way that it's meant to be for us.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, like that has changed our family lives too. So it's really awesome what credit can do when you really have like I hope you're take if there's anything that you can get out from this the live Q&A, really writing down like this point that he said, like our four-step process, right? And then also like the three main factors that to help you with these and during that process.
Yeah,
So going
good.
back, let's review it. So the four process is what?
Yeah, so it's the foundation, it's fix, it's build, and it's leverage.
Great. And then three of the
The three main categories that
mhm,
break down the whole process for the
yes.
45 metrics is going to be the six boxes and
Hmm.
the rules. It's the rules to the game and the
Yeah.
six boxes. And then it's the bank relationship,
Hmm.
the know, like, and trust factor with them
Hmm.
and position yourself properly. And then the last one is going to be what you say on these applications. In total, those three make up 45 different metrics.
Boom. So I hope you're writing that down. I helped you out by doing a little repeat.
Boom.
Boom. Okay. Next question. What mindset changed your approach to wealth building with credit? What mindset changed your approach to wealth building with credit?
I think when I started geeking out on this stuff, I
Mhm.
started realizing that this is exactly what the wealthy do
Mm.
and the rich do. And success always leaves clues. Like money always leaves a trail. So the more that you pay attention to where the money goes,
Mhm.
like, and it's all trackable, like you can see this stuff.
Mhm.
And they try hiding in certain areas, but there's ways that you can see where the money goes, and it just leaves a sign. And so if you look at the banks, for example, the banks, their number one asset on their books is insurance. It's life insurance, and they're taking out
Mhm.
these big policies. They're taking out infinite banking structure on
Yeah.
it. So that's a key component, right? Another one is like the mega wealthy, right? Um, the rich folks, for example, like
Mm-hmm.
Elon Musk. What does he do with his income? He's not he he has stocks. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So he ends up, instead of getting paid and then having to get um, pay taxes on that and get the government to take all this, what he does is he gets all of his stocks and he goes to the bank and he gets loans on it. And they're willing to
Mm-hmm.
loan him a bunch of money, a percentage of, because if he doesn't pay back those loans, then they get those stocks as collateral. Same thing with life insurance, like infinite banking structure, same policy. And so it pays for itself. In addition, when he takes out a loan on it,
Mm-hmm.
it's debt. So that's a write off. So all of his everyday spending, it's
Mm-hmm.
all from going to the bank and taking loans out against his business. And so there's a big difference between good debt and bad debt.
Yeah.
Like no way in hell are we given permission to buy $20,000 Gucci sweatshirts or exotic cars if you're not turning it into an asset.
Yeah.
I don't know how you could do that with a sweatshirt, but but like we've had people get the exotic cars
Mm-hmm.
and they rent it out and it actually turns into an asset.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like it scared me at first, but again, when you are educated and when you are doing this properly,
Mm-hmm.
there's opportunities behind it. There's good marketing. And so, just big difference between good debt and bad debt. Real estate is good debt. I want to get in as much debt of real estate as possible, as much as we can. We're at, I think, 8 million right now. We need to get into more.
That aligns with our goals.
Yes. And so, we want no money into it. We want as much good debt as possible. Tax write-offs, we want to be able to have an appreciating asset that
Mm-hmm.
constantly goes up, gets
Mm-hmm.
tax benefits, gets cash flow. Like the list goes on and on with that. That's what the rich do. That's what the banks do. The banks get money from us at 0% interest. Like we give all of our money to the banks at 0% interest. Think about how much money you made from the banks last year. Pennies.
If,
You
if
know,
that.
yeah, like you're getting pennies on the
From 5 years.
yeah, like 0.00 nothing percent. And so because of that, we give all of our money to the banks. That's where we pay our bills.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not sugarcoat it. That's where we have all of our money. And same with your neighbor and everybody else on your block. We all have the money in our banks, not
Mm-hmm.
underneath, in a safe or anything like that. Like, so not underneath the floorboards or we keep all of our money there. That's where we pay our bills. And then guess what? They lend it back out to us.
Mm-hmm.
They lend it back out to the neighborhood tenfold on personal loans, auto loans, mortgages, student loans, credit cards, retail cards, business loans, etc. You see where I'm going, right? And so because of that, they are actually averaging, after they lend it back out to us tenfold, off of the money we gave to them at 0% interest, they lend it back out to us tenfold, and they're averaging anywhere from 500 to 3,000%.
Oh my
500 to
goodness.
3,000% off of that money. It's crazy. And these banks are making billions upon billions. I mean, if you really add it up, there's trillions of dollars being moved around. And so don't kid yourself. Like, money leaves a trail, success leaves clues. Follow that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where it'll bring a lot of peace behind the whole approach.
Yeah, that's really good. I kind of want to go back into like the word mindset of of how when I say mindset and then credit, like what kind of mindset do you have to have like as you're building your credit and like building your wealth?
Yeah. So I think you're going to have an open mindset because a lot of
Mm,
us
yeah.
are all a lot of us grow up in a day and an era that credit cards are bad, and banks are bad, and all of this is
Hmm.
true. If you are using credit cards to buy the frappuccino latte with extra sugar caramel frappuccino type of thing, and it's normally $8 because of your fancy drink, but because you're putting on a credit card and you're not paying it off on time. Now you are paying $15, $20 for that coffee. A couple years later, it's like, no, that's bad debt. That's bad debt, homie. You shouldn't be doing that. Um, but at the end of the day, again, it's having a understanding of creativity um,
Hmm.
and the mindset of opportunities,
Hmm.
and again, good debt versus bad debt. This is real life Monopoly. It is real life Monopoly. It's just understanding the rules to the game so that you
Hmm.
know how to play it and you know how to crush it.
Yeah, that's really good. Next question. Hopefully you guys are having fun right now because we are.
Oh,
Okay, just trying to
shake it
stir
up.
it up. I'm trying to stir it up right now.
Heard of Jen.
Stir it up. All right, so next question. How do you fix your biggest frustration with, oh wait, actually, did I already ask that question?
I don't know.
How do you, yeah, I did. Oh crap, I just lost the question I wanted to ask you. Guys, this is in real time. Okay, here we go. This is what I wanted. What system do you use to make credit work for you automatically? What system do you use to make credit work for you automatically?
What system do I use?
Mm-hmm.
To work automatically, I
Mm-hmm.
would say building a producing business, like an active business,
Mm-hmm.
and real estate. You know, real estate constantly is working for me, and a thriving business is constantly working for me. And so being able to take credit and be able to fund those deals to start businesses, grow businesses, scale businesses, be able to beat out the competition, to be able to hire on the best of the best, to be able to
Yeah.
elevate and delegate and be able to have the system running, whether we aren't, like, if we're not running, if we're in the hospital, if we're traveling the world, if we're sick, if we are laying in bed, if we don't want to go to work that day,
Mm-hmm.
we have that time freedom and financial freedom
Mm-hmm.
behind having these two machines constantly working for us,
Yeah.
which produce tax benefits, cash flow, which appreciation, which with the business, it brings purpose because it brings impact, and it also is something that it brings points because we spend on our cards to be able to keep the business not just afloat but thriving, and
Yeah.
having ads to get in front of more people and capitalizing off certain cards with sign up bonuses and additional 4x points and so forth, like
Mm-hmm.
all that stuff produces a ton, which
Yeah.
allow us to live our life the way that we designed it.
Yeah, that's really good. Let's talk about the back end, like how Brandon was mentioning the words and the points. So let's just say you have multiple cards.
Yeah.
How do you keep those accounts like organized and just
Yeah.
making sure that you capitalize on the points and the rewards and know all these like bonuses that they have
Yeah.
going on?
Well, number one, knowing the products that you have and what to
Mm-hmm.
go after. Every single bank out there, like people ask me, and I'll just call it how it is. It's the dumbest question. There's no dumb question out there, but this is a very amateur, basic question that people get all the time, like
Mm-hmm.
messed up. And so, uh, what that looks like is like, what's the best credit card, Brandon? There's no such thing as the best credit card. There is a product that you're looking at, and that product is offered by a dozen other banks. It's a similar product, it's just the comparison to it.
Mm.
So, like American Express Platinum Card, the comparison to that is Chase Sapphire Reserve. Very similar cards, meant for travel, insurance benefits, you name it. There's a premium annual fee to it. There's different perks and bells and whistles for each one, but they're the comparable. Which one's better depends on what your lifestyle looks like and what you're trying to get out of the card. So that's rule number one. When you are looking and doing due diligence on these type of banks and products, and like how do I understand some of this stuff, some good websites to utilize is number one, our website creditcounselelite.com. We have a best credit cards tab at the very top, and it's under resources. You can click that and get like 70-80 credit cards that are great for you,
Mm-hmm.
and there's affiliate links to help you get approved easier because they're within our connections. So
Yeah.
that's number one. Number two, uscreditcardguide.com is a great resource that geeks out on
Mhm.
each credit card product. So it shows what type of product, benefits, pros, cons, and everything in between to see if it's a good fit for you. There's other ways that we teach inside our members for Credit Counsel Elite how to do the due diligence on these cards. But again, there's typically about seven different type of like cash rewards, insurance cards,
Mhm.
hotel cards, airline cards, business cards, personal cards, 0% of course, and so forth. Like there's an arsenal of different products. The best way to stay organized, going back to your original question,
Mhm.
the best way to stay organized is it's just a spreadsheet. It's like one location, one. It's the simplest thing. I know it sounds stupid. It sounds like no, it can't be that easy. It's that easy. Like when you're at the gas station, when you're at the restaurant, when you are out shopping, when you're purchasing something online, you can go to one
Mhm.
app on your phone to your Google Sheet. When you're at your computer, go to one Google Sheet and it'll have all your cards, all your statement closing date, when the balance is, which card to use that you'll get the most points, and so forth. Like that makes it very simple. That's what we used for a long time. We recently, which I'm really excited for, we recently invested a lot of money, and a lot of time to build out a a new app that breaks down and holds everybody's information for yours. It's a tool that we've created that makes it easier to understand everything.
It's a super sexy tool. I'm gonna throw that out there.
It's sexy.
It's
It is
very
sexy, but
sexy.
it also just brings clarity. And sexy plus clarity, it's a
Clarity is sexy, guys.
that is
Clarity is sexy. That should
yes.
be like a tag.
That's a
Clarity equals sexy.
hashtag that bad boy. But that's
Oh,
something that at the end of the day, once you realize you have one location, one cool tool that does the math for you, that
yeah.
helps tell you which cards to use,
Yeah.
which is a platform that you can sell and make money and all these other things like authorized users and other just incredible spots behind it. It's very, very valuable, and that's something we're offering to our members only right now.
Hmm. And what's really cool is like we're constantly like evolving as technology is evolving, and we are again constantly investing back into our community to making sure that we provide the best value. And just because like we know like why we're even investing so much and time, energy, and resources is because credit really changed our lives.
Yeah.
Like you guys get to see all this amazing things happening. Well, let me tell you, it's credit that led the way for us. And really, like, if there was anything, like, if we were going to be gone tomorrow, let me tell you, start your credit now, start building that now.
Yeah.
The best time to do it was yesterday. And again, we're passionate about it because it like rocked our world and transformed everything for us.
Yeah.
So just throwing that out there. What are three hacks that make business credit building more enjoyable?
Three.
Maybe just, yeah, three hacks. I think we can even put this under like what three hacks makes like even just
Yeah.
credit more enjoyable.
Well, number one, it feels good when you can get approved with confidence. That feels really, really good. Because so many people get denied and they're scratching their head like, why am I getting denied? Why did I get the low limits? Why does this bank hate me? These banks
Hmm.
suck. It's pointing the finger at them versus taking the thumb to yourself and realizing like, oh, it's up to me.
Hmm.
Also, when knowing how to fix credit at any given time, like that's an amazing type of thing because we all know somebody within our circle, even if that isn't you. But if it is you, you know how much this is going to mean to you and how much it will mean to other people. But if you don't need it, you know somebody in your circle that does need it, and it will save you money and it will help make you money in the
Hmm.
future. Another thing is sign up bonuses on credit cards. We've had people get $5,000 to $17,000 off of free cash. And if they would have used it for travel hacking, they would have been able to get 7 to 21 extra turn. That type of money, that's literally hundreds of thousands of dollars in free
Hmm.
travels. But instead, 1-for-1 ratio, 5 to 17,000. That what that looks like is when you open a new bank account, you can get sign up bonuses.
Hmm.
When you open up new credit cards and get approved, you can get sign up bonuses. We just got one credit card the other day that it's a $400,000 sign up bonus once we hit a certain spending limit on it. So there's there's all types of ways that you can do these things. So don't count yourself out like, but you got to spend this certain amount. It's like, yeah, when there's a will, there's a way. You can always do it. You can help move around. You can partner with somebody. You can hit those bonuses. So those are a couple things. Travel hacking is awesome too. It's
Mm-hmm.
awesome. Like I was looking the other day, we have so many points that we're not spending enough and we still travel frequently. And so the free car rentals, the free hotels, penthouse suites we've had in certain times, um, the late checkout, early check in, the free breakfast, the amenities that they give you. We've had in Northern Cali, we had one hotel that gave us like a because of our status had a
Limo
limo.
ride.
Yeah, the limo. And and then when you show up, you get like because of your status and all this other stuff, like you get champagne and like like butler service type
Mm-hmm.
like food
Hors
experiencing.
d'oeuvres, you know.
It just feels good. It
Yeah.
feels like you're royalty,
Yeah.
and so that's cool. Doing the same thing with not just car rentals or hotels, but
Mm-hmm.
also the planes.
Mm-hmm.
Like getting the Don P and the stars in the ceiling um, and the caviar and the lobster tail and steak and filet mignon and then the shower experience on a plane, getting rested to show up to your new location
Mm-hmm.
while you're already excited, but now you're not tired.
Yeah.
That's cool. And networking with other people in the private bar section on the plane
Mm-hmm.
that have paid literally like $30,000 for each of their tickets, and you're just bumping elbows with them and having connections because you paid next to nothing, all free,
Mm-hmm.
just using a couple points. Like that feels good.
Yeah.
It's like a cheat code.
Mm-hmm.
So
So awesome. I loved all of that. Kind of going back with like, so the hacks of, I guess he took the fun stuff of like
took
to,
all the fun.
yeah, took all the fun for credit in the sense of how, when you are in the midst of like working on your credit, building your credit, that may not seem as sexy, but when your eyes are focused on this fun stuff, that what you can do
Yep.
afterwards, that's what we're talking about. It's
Yep.
like that's the goal.
Yep.
In the midst of it, it may not sound sexy, but when you do the mundane things, it leads to the sexy, which is like the travel hacking, the hotels, the flights, and such and forth. And so,
Yeah,
um,
I would say like fixing credit is not sexy. It's not fun. If you get breakthroughs from it quickly, that can
mhm,
feel really, really good. We've
mhm,
had people cry on calls with us. It
yeah,
feels good. But just having that power is it's very empowering.
mhm,
And then also boosting your score to the 800 club. You can do that in 30 days or
mhm,
less. Like if you've never been there, you're going to want to be there. You get
mhm,
the best terms and conditions. Again, a little bit more royalty. It saves you money. What people don't realize is like you're already spending the money.
yeah,
Like you're already spending the money on paying higher interest, getting screwed over and denied, missing
mhm,
out on opportunities. It's costing you so much, and you don't even realize it. And so when you start realizing, like, dang, this is costing me a fortune and
mhm,
I'm still stuck where I don't want to be,
yeah,
I'm already paying for it, then it's like, why don't you just switch where you're paying and like pay to learn the information, get the knowledge, and watch the breakthroughs, and you step up into the person that you want to become.
yeah,
It
that's really good.
feels way better.
I want to throw this out there too. One of my favorite quotes from Andy Frisella. If you don't know who Andy Frisella is, he's the founder of First Form. He
Yeah.
also created 75 Hard, with which Brandon and I have done, I think 2 to 3 times already. Or maybe him fourth the time.
Yeah,
I think he's done way more than me because it's 75 Hard. Okay, not 75 Soft. Anyway, so the Andy Frisella, one of his podcasts, he was sharing that doing the boring stuff is going to lead to success.
Yeah.
Those who don't,
Consistency.
it's consistency, but like what he's trying to say too is like the boring things that you don't want to do that feel like, again, feels boring, not so fun, not so sexy, and being able to push through that, that is where success happens, and then you get to enjoy the fun and the sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
So letting you throwing that out there for you guys.
Come on.
um There's another question I want to ask you, but I want to continue on the fun. Just to throw out there, what is your favorite location? We've been to many different countries. We've been blessed to be able to go to many different countries.
Hmm.
What is your favorite country or city that you've got to travel to?
Mm, it's such a hard question, I feel like, because there's so many memories in different areas that at that time it was like amazing. It was
Hmm.
exactly what we needed. It was fun. I think for there's a couple things that come to my mind naturally, so I'm
Yeah.
like, let me just break down these three, I would probably say. Can I do that?
Yeah.
I'll give you three. All right,
I was
so
gonna say, yeah, give me three.
yeah, so um for New Year's Eve, I think the best time was when I surprised you and we went down to Brazil and we got to see all of those um, in Rio de Janeiro. They had seven different
Ships.
ships that were out in the water and you
I
could see it. We were center in the hotel and we got to see all these and then we even snuck on the rooftop deck.
was gonna say, can we say that? Yeah, it's already been done.
Yeah,
Okay.
can't get us now.
Can't get.
But we got to go out there and experience that and it was incredible and it was all at once and it was just that was wild. That was a
Yeah.
lot of fun and super blessed for that.
And these ships were not, I just want to throw in that these ships were not small. They
Planet
were like huge, like army looking ships.
military style.
And when we're all doing the countdown, you know, like 10, 9, 8, 7, you know, and then to like number one. And then all of them just shot up and we're just like, dang, it looks like the end of the world, but so beautiful at the same time. It's
But
like good way.
there's like 3 million people on the beach, and it was just like wild seeing that. Overwhelming, but cool.
Yeah.
Good food. It was good. It was fun. It
Great
was a lot of fun.
people.
Everybody mentioned it how
I was gonna say
dangerous
that
it
too.
is, but it was not with us. It was
No,
awesome.
it was safe. And
Super blessed.
hmm
So you caution yourself though as you go, just in
yeah.
case. Don't take
Don't
off
be a
too
dum
far.
dum. Like
Yeah,
these are just like normal
yeah, yeah.
whenever you travel to a new place.
What else?
Second.
Ireland, I really loved several times that we've been there. It's just so beautiful. It
Mhm.
reminds me of home to a certain degree, like New Jersey, but better. But like more just like green hills, beautiful location, beautiful people, funny, just good just good energy. And so feels like natural nature type of like
Yeah.
farmland type of style. So that's fun.
Hmm.
The other one I was gonna say is Rome. I really fell in love with. I thought that was a beautiful area. There was plenty of Spain was gorgeous. Greece was incredible where we got engaged. Dubai was awesome. Excited for some of the trips that we have coming up. That's super stoked for. So
Yeah, I love it.
yes,
I want to share my, can I share my three now too?
yeah,
Okay. So in the place that he talked about for Ireland is Ballyvaughan. We were in
Bolivar.
Ballyvaughan, this a very um quaint, like charming town in
Very
Ireland.
charming.
Very charming. So if we're running away anywhere, probably that'd be the spot.
Mm,
Ballyvaughan.
yes.
Um, okay, so we've been to so many trips. I told him three and he started listing out other
I just
places.
started
Oh
thinking about
my
it.
goodness. I would
It's
say,
like, how can I? What came to mind first was like Brazil, but I'm like, how could I just say Brazil?
yeah.
There's so many others.
Um, First thing that comes into mind because we've been to so many cool places, but the first one I will have to say it was Thailand.
Yeah.
Thailand was our first trip that we ever went, like a long international,
That was a lot of fun.
and it was so much fun. And we went to Mexico, our second trip together, but that's like
That was less
that
fun.
was close. No, it's fun, babe.
That
It
was
wasn't
less
even,
fun.
it was really fun because it was just it was us like we were just beginning a relationship. But anyways, I'm talking about Thailand because it was our first long international trip that we flew over to like Thailand.
I don't know how we stayed in the economy seats for that long too. It's
It's so
crazy.
crazy. I want to share this. There's a reason why it's my top number one. Well, it's not even because of the plane either. We were in economy. We were still growing. Like, I don't even think we were, I don't know how many real estate properties we had during that time, but yeah, we were really starting off at the bare minimum.
Yeah,
And we didn't really
probably less than five, maybe five, maybe
yeah,
10.
and we didn't capitalize on the travel hacks yet.
Yeah,
And anyways, but still had a great time. we made it over there, which is great.
We were so excited.
We
You're
were
so
so
young.
stoked.
So
We
young.
were so young and we loved it so much. We went to
Now we just sound like entitled like some little pricks too, because there's probably plenty of people that aren't flying first. But what I can tell you, like when you fly first, you'll never want to go back.
it's not
And then
entitled.
all you need to do is realize like it's cheaper to pay points only and to do it first class.
Yeah, because you're
Like
gonna
it's cheaper for you
yeah.
instead of buying all the like food and other little things and sitting next to some huge person or like you're all smelly, it's uncomfortable, your back hurts,
Oh my
you
gosh.
show up tired, broken, like you need a week just to get like some clarity and therapy sessions. You're still excited. Like when you're young, sure. But when
I don't
like
remember any of that. Like, and I don't like the word entitled. There's levels to everything. We earned like
yeah,
to get to where we
damn
are.
right,
So, and
damn
I
right.
don't want to hear, Chelsea or somebody come at us, or I don't want to know
You
a
gotta
guy
bring up
named
Chelsea.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't. I'm just making a joke. I don't know who Chelsea is. I don't have a friend that's Chelsea.
Diaz.
Oh my gosh, you're so right. I'm so sorry. Can we cut that out? Chelsea is a good.
We love you, Chelsea.
No. Becky. No, I love Pastor Becky. Anyways, I was trying to make a joke. I love Chelsea. What I'm trying to say is it's like there's levels to it, and
Yeah.
we're grateful. Like we're grateful for that first trip when we flew economy. I don't even remember who I sat next to, whatever bothered me, but I just remember.
And I bothered you.
No, but like that's a 3 feet. So whoever was next to us, And normally I would give him like the room, so I would be next to the person because he needs like space from people. And I'm okay.
I'm into
yeah, so maybe this is a title for it. So, anyways, Thailand, really quick.
Look, at the end of the day, though,
too.
yeah, we want you to be motivated from it.
Yes,
Ideally,
exactly.
you know, take anything. If you haven't flew first class yet, that's okay. Learn how to do it with fun, with gratitude, and just know that it's possible. And it doesn't cost $1 million. It's not gonna make you bankrupt. In fact, when you do it intelligently, it saves you money.
Yeah.
And gives you a better experience. So use it as motivation, if anything. Anyway, tell me about your Thailand experience.
Okay, yeah, I love that. And the Thailand, really quick, we got to ride with the elephants. Not ride the elephants, sorry. We got to hang out with the elephants and mud bath them. So it was the good one, not the bad one.
Got to feed them too.
Yeah, we got a spa day with them. Basically, we took care of them. It was really cool
for them.
Yeah, for them.
We should have did a spa day.
And we got to travel all over of Thailand, so we got a taste of like Chiang Mai, Phuket.
Phuket, beautiful.
Krabi, I think I'm butchering that. But anyways, we got to travel a bunch. So that was our first #1 trip.
Word.
Second, gosh, so many places we've been to and got to get our eyes opened.
What about Dubai or Spain?
No. I'm gonna say no. Dubai, I'm keeping it my third, but second, okay. I guess I don't know, we're just choosing trips together, but my second favorite trip would be like my sister and this has involving Brandon because Brandon, bless his heart, like took care of everything. He like we were rolling in Rolls Royce in traveling with me and my little sisters. So I wanted to do a big trip before I got married. And Brandon was so awesome. We got first class and everything. We showed her she never had been to this like luxury like service before, and we went to Japan and South Korea, and that was such an amazing bonding time for me and my sister. But that was like thanks to having Brandon be really into the credit that led to the travel hacking. So that is a trip that I will never forget. We only fought once, but she said twice. But that's okay.
Who's counting?
Who's counting? It was so cool. And then the last one, I would say Dubai. That was the first time we went to go into like the Emirates, and let me tell you, it was so beautiful, so cool. Not just the shower.
First time, it was the second time.
Oh, second time.
Yeah.
Oh crap, what was the first time?
We went to
Milan. We went to Milan. Oh my gosh. Well, second time around, going to like Dubai. Why that peaked it? Because now we were getting to hang out. Like in the first time we went to Milan to go on the Emirates, it was in the middle of the night and we pushed ourselves to stay awake to enjoy the amenities. So when I remembered like the Emirates trip, I'm thinking about the second time because we were not dying of sleep deprived. We were like actually getting to really roam around and still our eyes are not bloodshot. Grateful. Anyways, and we got all these cool, he didn't add, yes, the shower's cool, but we also got free things. I love free things. We got like um always, so if you're gonna travel to go to Emirates or whatnot, keep all your stuff in a Ziploc bag and not in, because they're gonna give you a nice like leather case for all of your toiletries. So now you're not having two to bring. So that's a hack. So anyways, Dubai, and the last thing I want to say is that we got to scuba dive in with the sharks in the Dubai Mall.
Yeah, that was a
I know
lot
that's
of fun.
PTSD, like of me bringing that up.
That was a lot of fun. That
Oh
was
my God.
extreme fun. Yeah, that was wild.
Okay, cool. So I wanted to have some fun, and that was
Any
it.
questions that you guys have? I'm doing a poor job of actually seeing these, but we'll do one more.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna make sure if we hit all the questions that were asked. Like that was given from our team, from our list, from all the people that asked us questions. Um,
I do want to encourage you guys. We have our 3-day virtual event coming up. We are doing it monthly. It's going to be epic. It's going to be incredible. We've done this a few times, and we really get incredible breakthroughs for anybody that shows up, participates, and takes full action in it. And so, if you want to get the education of everything that we've been talking about today, not just in business, but within your life, within your finances, within your FICO score, within these banking relationships, so that you can say to them with confidence and boldness, start getting them to say to you, yes, and stop wasting your time, because time is your biggest asset. Then check out Credit Counsel Elite. Check out our boot camp, our 3-day 0% capital boot camp. It's going to be epic. The next one is going to be on the 20th. So February 20th, 21st, and 22nd. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You're not going to want to miss it. It's going to be truly incredible, just like it has every time, where we break down the science, the system, and the process for you to get the incredible results. So if that is slightly intriguing at all, go ahead and secure your ticket, which you can just do that on our IG page for Credit Counsel Elite underneath the IG bio, or underneath my bio for IG, it's Brandon Elliott Investments. And then what's your IG?
it's Jennifer the Entrepreneur.
Cool. So make sure you are following us there if you have not already. Do
Why
that.
not?
Hit that subscribe button. Check out our podcast too. It's called Ready, Set, Go Real Estate Investing Podcast. So you can subscribe to that every single Monday. You get the newest episode that drops, so you'll get notified for that. After listening to a few of those, just leave that 5-star review. Greatly appreciate all the love and all the support. You guys are amazing. Keep it coming. It's called Ready, Set, Go REI Podcast. That's Ready, Set, Go Real Estate Investing Podcast.
And we're on all major platforms, including Apple, Google Play, and then we're also on Spotify. So if you're on Spotify, and we've had this for, if you want to talk about consistency and showing up, rain or shine, let me tell you, we've had this podcast since
It's our 3rd day doing it. So show up.
I know. Was it 7, 8 years?
8 years.
8 years.
Oh,
8 years strong. Just like our relationship.
10 years.
Going strong. Well, no, like going strong.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to say. Going strong.
Yeah.
Can you tell who's the analytical one here? No, I'm just kidding.
So, guys, if you are serious about your finances, your future, for your family, and taking this to the next level, then I highly encourage you check out our 0% Capital Bootcamp. It's going to be epic. Want you to be a part of it.
Yeah.
Because we literally teach you everything in our high-level programs for you, just to be there, be present. So just show up, take full action, and we'll see you guys there.
Yeah, and like he said, you've been staying here for this amount of time and been watching our videos, liking our posts. And so this is for you. And if you're looking for a sign, this is it.
This is your sign.
This is no better. There is no better time than now. Like you want to do it now. And let me tell you, I've been thinking a lot about like legacy, death. Don't want to be morbid, but death. I'm not scared of death, but what I am, like if I was afraid of something, it's like not living to my fullest potential that I had the capacity to do. And the only way you can do that is just step into your faith and step into it. The worst thing that can happen is you failed. And let me tell you, failing does suck, but
You
I
learn from it.
I rather fail.
Fail
We rather,
forward.
yeah, fail forward than somebody that like that didn't do it because they again didn't have the courage to do it.
Yeah.
So I won't say chicken, but yeah,
Don't be chicken.
don't be
And always ask, what's the worst case scenario? Do I get a tax write-off for investing in myself? Yes. Do I learn something?
yeah,
Am I willing to get something new out of this?
yeah.
Yes. What's the worst that could happen? You lose a little bit of your time because you're not Netflixing and chilling. Instead, you're soaking up 3-day event and getting like true pure knowledge here
Mm-hmm.
that could help you out.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I think it's a good pro here. So anyway, we love you guys. We thank you for joining us today.
Yeah.
Thanks for participating, commenting, and sharing this stuff out there. We'll catch you later, okay?
Bye, guys.
Peace out. Adios, amigos.